Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Aileen and here we like to talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. So today I'm excited. We're going to be playing around with the Juvia's Place, the Rebels Mints. These are the shades, and Whaley will be joining us. So my daughter gave me these little figures to match every color story of the Rebel palettes that I'm going to be playing with, and I thought it was cute. And she named him Whaley, and Longneck, which is the giraffe, will be next when we work on the Rebel Honey. So if you want to see the look I created, then keep on watching. But before we go, like we always say, comment, like, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's get to it. So let's start with some swatches. Look at this first shade. Like, can we appreciate this foil look? It's beautiful. I feel like Juvia's Place is underrated and not talked about enough. But I did not pick up all 4 of the Rebels. I only picked up the 2 that spoke to me. And that was the mint and the honey. I don't even know why I picked up the mint. These are not colors I typically wear, but I was inspired by them. So here is the palette. So I swatched it 1, 2, 3, 4. These are absolutely stunning. And that top shade has like a shift to it, a slight shift. I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick that up, but they are stunning. They swatched beautifully. No complaints thus far. So the Juvia's Place does not come with a mirror, so I'm going to place my little mirror here. It's just easier for me. So I don't have to look at my mirror that's farther away. And I will have the colors that I'm using up on the screen somewhere. I'll post the palette with a little symbol over the shade I am using, but I'm going to start with the lightest matte, which is this shade here. She is pigmented. I did prime my eyes with the Mario Prep and Set. Okay, it looks like she's gonna have to be built up, but it is okay. It is pastel, it happens. And I will have everything that's already on my face in the description box down below. I did use different bronzers today, so I'm excited. But because it is a pastel, I'm patting that in versus blending it in, and then I will soften the harsh line. So I'm just dipping in that shade little by little, and then we will soften up the edges. It's not a color I use often. It's throwing me a little off, but that's okay. And I'm not sure what brush this is, because I believe it's I know it's a crown brush, but I'm not sure which brush it is, but it's like fluffy but flat, if that made any sense. So I'm gonna now just soften the edges, and I'm using a BK Beauty 202 just because it's a little tapered and pointy at the end, and I can kind of just work that right there and not move the rest of the shadows. So that's that shade so far. Next, I'm gonna go into the darkest matte, and that is powdery. That did pick up a lot. There is kick up on the pan. Not sure if you can see that, but so far I don't see any fallout. And I'm going to again place. I'm going to place this in the outer V and just work my way into that first shade. These are very spring colors, and I had to wear my Key West earrings to match because I was like, oh, I just feel so beachy with these colors. Reminds me of when I was in Key West. So now I'm gonna place this color all over the crease. And I just love, this is the Luxie 207. I just love the angle of this brush and how I can get in everywhere, all the way into the inner corner, but still have that precision. So those are the two colors, not blended together yet. So I'm going to go back into that light shade and just work that right where those two colors meet and blend those together. And then I'm just gonna so those are those two shades. Next, I'm gonna go with my finger into the darkest shimmer. And I'm gonna place this all over the lid. And I'm trying to do patting motions and not sweeping, so I don't get fallout. Oh, that's pretty. I feel like I could have just brought that outer corner color, brought it all the way in, all over the lid, to really just make this pop, this shimmer pop even more. And that's it so far. Where are we going? They are performing beautifully. So the shimmer shade, did give me a little fallout. Nothing that didn't whisk away. Next, using a Rephr 2, I'm gonna go into that lightest shimmer shade, and I'm gonna wet it with some MAC Fix Plus, not the bronze one, just the regular. And I'm gonna place that on the inner corner and then bring it up and then pat it into that inner third, whatever's left. Okay. And I'm gonna pat that right here to start bringing it into the lower lash line. That's pretty. I'm gonna see if I can give the outer corner just a little more dimension. and bring that into the crease a little bit. Okay, so here we are. What do you think? I wish the deeper shade were a little deeper. I mean, they perform beautifully. Don't get me wrong, they do that. So with that darkest matte shade, I'm just going to bring that into the lower lash line. I just pinched it, that's all I did. And then with the same crown brush, I'm gonna dip the tip into the lightest matte shade and just bring that across, sweep it across. And there you go. That's the eye look using all 4 shades. Let me finish the other eye off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Here is the final look with liner and lashes. I did do my upper waterline with a dark black and pushed it into the lashes. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but I did a fun pop of color in the lower lash line with a purple and then just mascara. I also put the blush in the shade Do We Know Her from Patrick Ta, which is like a peachy shade. I just used the cream blush, but you guys, where are we going? Like, this is beyond colorful. More than what I'm used to, but it doesn't look bad. I like it. I think it's the bronze. The bronze makes it all work. But you guys, this palette retails for $10. These shades are creamy. They performed beautifully. The only one I experienced a little fallout with was this one here. When I placed it down, I think if you just maybe not pick up as much as I did, because on this I didn't have any fallout. I think I may have just picked up too much. And if you tap instead of swipe, I think you can definitely get through it. If it's not a shade you prefer to use with your finger, you can use any of these shimmer shades wet. But I do love the look. It's very spring, summer, beach, where we going, still put together. I am liking it. I would wear this to the office, but that's just me. I'll wear anything anywhere, because if you don't like it, don't look. I'm just saying. But what do you guys think? I'm excited to play with honey. And I think Welly approved. What do you think, Welly? I think Welly approved. What do you think, Talia? She's so silly. I love her to death. But that's it, you guys. Thank you all so much for coming. I hope you found this fun. I will do honey for you next. And until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.